Yes, so hello guys, welcome to another edition of Sports Updates Ghana with your boy Joseph Adamafio. Coming up in this edition, we're going to talk about why Ghana's game against Madagascar in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers is a must-win for Coach Chris Hughton and his team. Well, before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get right into it. And the first reason why Coach Chris Hughton must win Ghana's game against Madagascar is to increase Ghana's chances of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Now, with the new format of the World Cup qualifiers for Africa, Ghana has to top their group, which has 6 teams before they can automatically qualify for the World Cup. Now, if Ghana places second, it means that just like the previous World Cup would have to go and play in a playoffs, then that playoffs is kind of cumbersome. You have to go and meet another team from another continent and all that before you can qualify. So to avoid all this, it means that Ghana must win most of their games. You have about 10 games to play in the World Cup qualifiers. And for us to start on a good note, it means Coach Chris Hughton must ensure that Ghana wins the game against Madagascar. And most importantly, we are playing the game at home. So Coach Chris Hughton and his team does not have any kind of excuse at all. So this is one of the reasons why Coach Chris Hughton must ensure that the Black Stars win their game against Madagascar. It is because we have to increase our chances of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, the second reason why Coach Chris Hughton must ensure that Ghana beats Madagascar is to buy more time for himself as head coach of the Black Stars. Last week, by this time, there were rumors that Coach Chris Hughton was on his way out of the Black Stars because the Ghana Football Association top hierarchy were not confident that the Irish-born Ghanaian coach was the right man to lead Ghana to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. This led the GFA to consult governments who are responsible for the payment of coaches to approve whether to sack Coach Chris Hughton or not. And at the end of the day, according to reports, government disapproved of GFA's decision to sack Coach Chris Hughton, meaning that Coach Chris Hughton will end up seeing through his contract, which will expire after the 2023 AFCON, that is February 2024. So if Coach Chris Hughton is able to win this doubleheader against Comoros and Madagascar in this month, well, he might end up buying more time for himself as head coach of the Black Stars. Now, the third reason why Coach Chris Hughton must ensure that Ghana wins the game against Madagascar is because fans are fed up with the Black Stars. Yes, fans are really not happy with how the Black Stars is currently. When you go out there to have conversations with people, people will tell you that they don't understand the playing style of the Black Stars. They can't even mention the starting lineup. We don't even know the system we are playing. So fans are really fed up with how the Black Stars are playing. And for Coach Chris Hughton and the Black Stars to give some hope to the fans, it means that they have to ensure they beat Madagascar at the Barbara Sports Stadium today on Friday. This means that it doesn't have to be just any win, but they have to play good, entertaining football to win the hopes and win the love of Ghanaians. Because going to the 2023 AFCON, which is about a month or two away, Ghanaian fans would want to see their team performing very well, and that is how you can win fans to also get them to support the Black Stars at the next AFCON. And it starts over here. If you don't get the win against Madagascar, I'm telling you, fans will be disappointed and they will lose interest in the next AFCON tournament. Now, the fourth point is we don't want the Black Stars to just win the game. Fans want the Black Stars to win the game and win the game convincingly. So the Black Stars have not won a game by 3-goal margin in a long while. The last time we won a game by 3-goal margin was, I think, under Coach Milovan Rajevac, and that was also in the game against Madagascar, which was played at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium in the AFCON qualifiers. And since then, we've not won a game by 3-goal margin. And this game against Madagascar, fans want to see the Black Stars win the game convincingly, not just 1-0 or 2-1 or 3-2. We want to see the Black Stars play entertaining football and also win the game convincingly. And this is for a purpose. That leads us to our fourth point. The reason we want the Black Stars to win the game convincingly is to send a signal to our opponents in the 2023 AFCON that Ghana is back to its old days as the football country and the football powerhouse we are. So that is the fourth point, that we will send a signal to our opponents that Ghana is back. If you are able to beat Madagascar and Comoros in this November window, you can imagine how our opponents in the 2023 AFCON will be feeling. The likes of Egypt, Cape Verde, and Mozambique that we are in the same group with at the AFCON qualifiers will start shivering and start panicking that yes, Black Stars is a team to reckon with. Because looking at our last performance at the 2021 AFCON, we didn't do very well. We drew with Gabon, and in fact, Comoros we were struggling to beat. So if you are able to beat all these two teams, it will put fear in our opponents that will be meeting at the 2023 AFCON. Now, the last reason why Coach Chris Hughton has to ensure that the Black Stars wins their game against Madagascar is for himself. Yes, Coach Chris Hughton has to win this game to improve his performance in the Black Stars. Since being given the job as head coach of the Black Stars about 10 months ago, Coach Chris Hughton has not convinced Ghanaians enough. He has so far managed 7 games. Out of these 7 games, he has won 3, drawn 2, and lost 2 matches. And this is not something that Ghanaians are happy about. And he himself, this is not something that is good for his CV. If maybe he leaves the Black Stars after the expiration of his contract, he needs a report or prepare a CV that, oh, based on my performance with Ghana, who were my former employers, this is what I was able to achieve. But if he's going to send a CV that has winning 3 games and losing 2 and drawing 2, his next employers will not be happy. So this game against Madagascar is a must win for Coach Chris Hughton himself to ensure that he's able to convince, in fact, the Black Stars or the Ghana Football Association when his contract comes to an end, that this is what I've been able to achieve with the Black Stars when I came. So extend my contract so that I'll still be the head coach of the Black Stars. If he's not able to win this game against Madagascar, I tell you, heads will be rolling, and Coach Chris Hughton might be in dangerous waters. He himself has said at the press conference ahead of this game against Madagascar that he is under pressure to win a game for the Black Stars. So these are the reasons why I think Coach Chris Hughton and the Black Stars must win their game against Madagascar, and I'm hoping that we win this game convincingly by 3-goal or 2-goal margin. Well, that's it for this episode of Sports Update Ghana. Thanks for doing the watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. I'm out.